I mean, I guess they died. So we had turn 4 lethal, turn 5 lethal, and turn 6 lethal. Deck seems good. Hey guys, Languagehacker here. Castle Nathria has come out, and lo and behold, Imp Warlock, to no one's surprise, is very, very powerful because of a bunch of new cards. But let's look at the deck, and I'll explain why the deck is so good. Here we go. It's an impressive... Get it? Imp. Yeah. Anyways, Warlock. So, what is impressive about this deck? We run a lot of Imp cards because there are Imp synergies. Flame Imps, Wicked Shipment spawns Imps, Bloodbound Imps, Fiendish Circle summon Imps, Imp Gang Boss summons Imps, Mischievous Imps, Imp King Rafaam. Let's talk about the new cards. Fluster Librarian. 1 mana, 1/3, good aggro stat line, has +1 attack for each Imp you control. Cool, sounds good. Play it, go face. Shadowblade Slinger. I wasn't sure about this card, but I saw Norwis playing this. I think Norwis was playing like 3 cards off of this list, but he was running these cards, which seem to actually be good with 8 tapping, 2 Flame Imps, and 3 Bloodbound Imps. And it's actually been pretty nice. You don't really have like Mortal Coils or ways to ping in this deck, so having a couple of ways to do that does seem useful, even if it is a little conditional. Impending Catastrophe. This is probably one of the most busted cards ever printed. 2 mana, it's a shadow spell, draw a card, period. And then also repeat for each imp you control. Well, it's a good thing, you know, it's not easy to make a lot of imps, right? Otherwise this card would be broken. Ha ha ha. It's a very, very good refill card. I wouldn't really keep it though. It's pretty important to get Vile Library on curve and just kill your opponents. A lot of games I just demolish my opponents. They just fell over on turns 4, 5, 6 or whatever, just because this plus imp synergy is very, very aggressive. What does this do? It's a location. It's a new thing with the Castle Nathria expansion. It's not a spell or minion. It's a new type of card. It's kind of like a weapon where you spend mana and then it's on the board. It takes up a board slot. And you can use it like a weapon, but not every turn, every 2 turns. And they also have durability. So this one costs 2 mana. You can use it twice. And it reads, give a friendly minion +1/+1. Repeat for each imp you control. Well, it's a good thing we can't play a lot of imps, otherwise this would be broken. This card is busted, and it's going to be nerfed. It's just unacceptable. New card, Mischievous Imp, 4 mana, 3/3. Battlecry, so I'm going to copy of this. So even without anything else, it's a 4 mana, 2 3/3s. That's pretty good. Infuse 3, summon 2 copies instead. So if it's infused 3 times, which means if 3 friendly minions have died while this is in your hand, this becomes a 4 mana, 9/9. It's pretty good. She Bartender hasn't seen much play in the past, but why not make an appearance here in a very demon-centric deck? It's also tradable, so if you don't happen to have board or it's too early, you can trade this away and find something else to do. Because we flood the board so much, Sea Giants are good in that sense, and I put Battlemaster in because I lost to Twist and Ladder and got mad. So I thought I'd try it out myself. Imp King Rafaam, it's a nice finisher, refill. It's a 6 mana 6/6 that reads Battlecry, resurrect 4 friendly imps, which means that imps that have died this game. So it won't spawn a board of imps if you haven't played any imps, but I'm assuming by turn 6 you played some imps. Also, infuse 5, so 5 friendly minions have died while this was in your hand. Give your imps +2/+2, and that's not only the ones that were resurrected, it's any that exist on the board as well, so this can be a mini Bloodlust from hand. Mulligans, Flame Imp, good. Fluster Librarian, good. I would keep Voidwalker probably on coin or on play if you have follow-up plays. It's important to be aggressive and kill your opponents. And Voidwalker is good at protecting stuff. For example, Flame Imp coin Voidwalker, suddenly your Flame Imp can't be hit by other minions. Impending Catastrophe, I wouldn't really keep. I thought about this quite a bit. It's nice to have, but spending mana early was by and large, the fastest way at killing people, and that's kind of what you want to do. And then you're fine with an Impending Catastrophe later, because most of your cards are imp-related, and this will be fine at any point in the game. But importantly, having this on curve just absolutely kills people. You can play it immediately on the turn that you... you can activate it on the turn that you play it, but you can also play it and then not activate it that turn. It'll still be active the next turn because we haven't triggered it yet, and then you can do it a turn later. For example, you can play Flame Imp on 1, Vile Library on 2, and not activate it. On turn 3, you play Fiendish Circle, you activate the Vile Library, your Flame Imp's still alive, that's 5 imps, so this is +6/+6, and you hit your opponent in the head with a 1 mana, with a 1 mana 9/8. That's a pretty optimal curve, but even if it's not a +5/+5 buff, it's still very, very powerful. And there's 2 charges as well. Oh my god. You can even play this on an empty board, for example. Like via library, say you have no board, then you can summon something and immediately buff it. So it's like it's a kings that you've already like spent mana on beforehand, which is really cool. And by kings, I mean Blessing of Kings. It's a paladin buff card. Demonic Assault, I don't think everyone's running this, but I kind of like it. It's a bit of reach in case you are up against a deck that can board clear. And also, two Voidwalkers are very good at protecting some of your earlier minions that might be susceptible to stuff and things. Try this deck out. It's very, very powerful. I strongly expect some nerf to come out to this deck at some point or another. And yeah, here's some cool games. They're pretty fast. Like I said, this deck is just, it's very good. It's very fast. It's good. Zulok is back. Although, it might not be called Zulok because you're only running imps. I think Zulok was because you ran a bunch of different... Regardless, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Have a good time. Enjoy the deck. Oh, wow, I drew the card. I did the thing. Look for ones, since I already have the library. I could coin this out, but I think I want more stuff. I think Tiny Toys is okay, but I think it's a little too slow. One coin one into library seems very good. Free keep. I don't have a turn 4 now, but I think it's fine. I think that trade's okay. Chinese that I don't know. How big are you? Not big enough yet. You're free to play. Open 35 packs. Got one legendary and 2 epics. You should be fairly close to a second legendary with a pity timer. It sounds pretty unfortunate, Frank. Sorry to hear that. This is the most pressure I can do. It's probably the line. 1, 2, 3. So this is +4/+4, which means I should probably do this. Oh, the Dark Alley Pact? Oh, I forgot about that, actually. I did hear that it was, whatchamacallit? I believe that's lethal. Huh. Okay, cool. Turn 5 lethal. I didn't even have these infused. Seems good. Alright, cool. What did we learn? Keep the location. Location, location, location. Even David Box deck tracker told me it was Nathria. Seems interesting. I want to cut this card. This card is ass. I hate this card so much right now. It's been in my opening hand. No, it's not been my opening hand, but it's been in my hand every game, and it's been awful. I don't think I'm coining out the Voidwalker. I think I'm coining out the Fiendish Circle. Oh, this is Mind Warlock. I'm actually not going to play it this turn. I'm going to play it next turn with the Fiendish Circle. We tried the VS version of Murloc Evolve and it just feels like a worse control shaman from last expansion. Yeah, that was kind of my concern. That was kind of my concern. I actually don't have board space for this, which is tragic. But, oh well. That part isn't tragic. I mean, is there really any... Yeah, I mean, like, what am I trading? Huh. Okay. I mean, I guess they died. So we had turn 4 lethal, turn 5 lethal, and turn 6 lethal. Deck seems good. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.